Hello F3 students, this video is about inclination. As mentioned in the online lesson, if we have an inclined plane like this, this is the inclined plane. The angle made by the inclined plane with the horizontal ground, this angle we call it inclination, always with the horizontal ground. And we have some relation about gradients and inclination. Gradient is given by, as what you learned before, vertical distance divided by horizontal distance. And actually we have another way to calculate gradient, which is equals to tangent theta. So we have the first way to calculate gradient and the second way to calculate gradient, depending on what we have in the question. Why are they the same? Because according to what you learned in Form 2, sine, cosine, and tangent, if we are considering this angle theta, we call this side as opposite side, and this side as hypotenuse, and this side an adjacent side. So you can see that vertical distance divided by horizontal distance actually means O divided by A, which is equals to the tangent ratio. So we have two different ways to calculate gradients. So let's see two examples here. Example 2. This time we have the inclination 15 degrees, so it means we can have the gradients of the cable car. So we have to calculate the gradient in form of 1 to n, means 1 over n actually. And we need to correct n to the nearest integer. So we need to find out the value of n first, because we have to round off the value of n. So now gradient can be given by tangent 15 degree. We have inclination, so we use this way to calculate gradient, which is further equals to 1 over n. And then now you can consider this part to find out the value of n. So n equals to 1 over tangent 15 degree. By your calculator, n is around 4. So restate the gradient to me. So gradient equals to 1 to 4. This time it asks you to express in the form of 1 colon n, some like this form. So 1 colon 4. So this is example 2, and then example 3 here. Just stay here. This time it tells you that the gradient of the slope, the gradient of the inclined row is 1 to 7. This is the gradient, or you can see that actually it is 1 over 7. And then it asks you to find out the inclination back. So gradient, we have two ways to calculate it. One is just given by the question, 1 over 7, and in other one is tangent of the inclination. So consider this part, solve for the value of theta. By a calculator, if you don't remember here, you can use shift and then press the tangent button. You will have this one in your mon, and then enter. And then enter 1 over 7. It will give you the answer. Let me see. What is the answer? It should be about 8.13 in your calculator with the angle degree. So the answer should be 8.13 degree. So this is the end of this video. And in your corresponding assignment, you have some simple question like this, or some complicated questions which you have to integrate all the concepts you learned and use a few times in one question.